Hope you ladies are comfortable.
Just fine, Fred.
How come Dagmar always sits in front?
Maybe it's because Fred gets tired of your complaining.
Well, I'm having a dental appointment. One of my teeth is acting up, so hope it's not too complicated. I'm out of the dentist chair. Very nice lady dentist, very professional. Gonna be a big bill. Oh well, I guess that's what you get when you go to the dentist. Now that we have passed the solstice, I'm looking forward to longer days ahead. 2017 could be a very good year, and I'm going to do my best to make it so. Today, I'm going to talk to you about a crime and a criminal. Not my usual interest, but this story, if it was written as fiction, would probably be considered to be far-fetched, but it's true. First, we'll talk about the crimes. It started with breaking into people's homes and stealing women's undergarments. It grew to rape, and then to rape and murder. The place where the crimes occurred was Ontario, Canada. Communities of Tweed, Belleville, Trenton, and Ottawa. The perpetrator stole women's undergarments and made selfies of himself wearing them. He stored the stolen items at his cottage in Tweed. They later became evidence. Then there was escalation. The crime spree escalated to confinement and sexual assault. He tied his victims up, sexually assaulted them, and photographed himself with his victims. Things then further escalated to confinement, sexual assault, and first-degree murder involving 2 victims. Why is this case so interesting? What makes this case particularly interesting is the perpetrator. Russell Williams was a respected member of the Canadian Armed Forces, rank of Lieutenant Colonel. He was a pilot who had flown Queen Elizabeth and Prince Philip on a visit to Canada. He was the commanding officer of the Canadian Armed Forces base in Trenton, Ontario. This is the largest armed forces base in Canada. A career soldier with an impeccable reputation. The charges included 2 cases of breaking and entering with sexual assault and 2 cases of first-degree murder and sexual assault. An additional 82 charges were laid for breaking and entering and theft. Russell Williams confessed and was convicted in October of 2010. Russell Williams was sentenced to 2 life sentences for first-degree murder and sexual assault, 2 10-year sentences for sexual assault, and 82 one-year sentences for break and enter. All sentences to be served concurrently. The minimum time he will spend in prison is 25 years before he can become eligible for parole. Shortly after he was incarcerated, Russell Williams attempted suicide by putting a cardboard toilet paper tube down his throat. He was unsuccessful in this attempt. There is much more to the story than I have outlined here. There is a lot of information available on the internet if you're interested in knowing more, including documentaries and video of his confession. Naturally, after all of this, the military didn't think much of Russell Williams. They drummed him out of the armed forces, they burned his medals, they burned his uniform, and they crushed his car. My take on this is that this man thought he was invincible. He got so used to having so much success in his life that he thought he could do anything and get away with it. Well, good police work and a couple of lucky breaks brought him down.
Today's animation is called There's Something Going On at the Bank.
Julia, I have a question to ask you.
Yes, Sam?
Julia, I love you very much. Would you do me the great honor of becoming my wife?
Oh, Sam, I love you too. Sam, and yes, I will. Oh, Sam, it's beautiful. Are you sure you're ready, Sam?
Julia, there's something going on at the bank. Get down.
Was it painful at the dentist, Fred?
No, they just took a couple of x-rays and gave me an estimate.
I could massage your temples for you.
Oh, Louise, you're a machine. You might press too hard.
I suppose you think you could do it better.
I subscribed.